Awesome. Could probably get rid of that. So what we're doing is, where's SKSE? I have trimmed some things down, mainly on the plugin side. So I only have 162 actual ESPs. 98 lights, 17 masters. I took out all the character overhauls except for what came with the Snow Elf race, which is Gelibor and Verther. And this is the way that it structured it in loot. Needs to be under diversity. I still don't know. Diversity needs to be at the bottom, and of course, Snow Elf race ESM with race comp are master files. So I have to see how this is going to play. What's up, Gina? Welcome. So I do have my merge patch. I have my preset. I ran Finis. I do not have all geared up yet. Need to make sure that this is going to run. No saves. I cleared everything out. Let me just double check. Documents, my games, special edition, saves. They should be bash. Alright, that's fine. I was having issues with Rybash. So I left Rybash off. But the merge needs to also be above diversity because I've noticed in the past, whether it's a patch for something or something else, diversity just needs to be below it to get it to work. Yeah, it is. Well, yep. Let me see. I could pull it up real quick. I've used it before. I think most of you guys have seen it. But it's a little, and there are CBBE textures for it. It's sticks more to vanilla without going too crazy. The changes are noticeable to where they do look better. Adrian, for example, right there. Uthgerd. She's a little more menacing. Hulda, you know. And these are all characters you've seen in past games. Isolda, right? Sadia, Ayla. There's really good replacers out there. For me, I thought this was like the best all-in-one, but making it work with this Snow Elf overhaul, this is my first time testing this out. I was going to try it last night. It was too late. Never got around to it. So, no, I didn't, Gina. I played around. I'm assuming it was one of the NPC replacers. So if you take a look at, where are they? Those are my weapons. Oh, okay. So a couple things here with diversity. Diversity states on the page that, let's see what it's being overwritten by. Feeton. So this is Sky Sight Skins for the males. Ethereal Elven Overhaul, which it needs to. The patches, I would assume. Eyes of Beauty. Those are fine. Eye mods are fine. So ooh, what's that? Bellyache's Creature. Oh, okay. Eye mods are okay to overwrite with it. What's that? Oh, okay. Sky Sight Skins. Ethereal Elven. We're gonna check out the elves, I guess, is the major thing here. So let me load in. We're gonna start a new game. We're gonna take a look and see. I do have my you can't see it now, but I have my preset. So yeah. And hopefully it loads. It should. I don't see why it wouldn't. maybe if it loads, then we'll go right to Winterhold again and do some testing there, because that's where that's where I had the issue. And there's a couple other new mods that I have installed that I have not used before. And I think 2 of them also edit the Winterhold area. One being under the midden, or in the midden, I guess. Well, I guess you could say under the midden. I'm not really sure. But there's nothing else there. I don't think there's. And in the mod, it didn't state that there needed to be a patch with any college mod or city overhaul, like JK's or Winterhold Restored. So. No, mine was NPC related. I'm almost positive of it. Because remember it ran fine once I sorted it with loot? Except just, once I got to Winterhold. Hey Win. So once I got to Winterhold, it didn't want to do anything. The words Winterhold appeared and then CTD, so we'll see what happens. So I restructured. I took out all the NPC replacers. We replaced it with diversity. Let's go to race. Let's go to snow elf. Let's go to presets. Let's load mine that I have so far. I think he looks pretty good. But he looks good so far. I'm going to do some more sculpting. This is his base, by the way. I'm sticking with this hairstyle. I like it. That's okay, Will. So I'm sticking with the hairstyle. I extended his ear tips slightly. And I also raised the ears up a little bit as well. I'm definitely going to change his nose. I'm going to stick with the 5 o'clock shadow thing for the beard. I like that. And I do kind of like the brow, the eyebrows that I picked out. His eyes are definitely staying. Those eyes are absolutely staying. And we'll make the jawline a little more less what it is. I'll sculpt this out a little bit better. Aside from that, he doesn't look too bad. And remember, I said he's a beefy guy, so his weight's gonna stay at 100. We'll stay with max weight. Because it technically is. Okay. So I'm only going to shut off the HUD stuff. We're going to wait for everything to load up. This is the downside of testing with MCM menu. On the plus, the new Shrine of Mara looks nice too. I like it. Gilded, I think it's called. When you really get up close and you look at it too, there's a lot of detail in it. Same thing with the statue. I do like the statue of this version. Tears of Mara in the bowl, right? Is that how that goes? Or an ally. Yeah, I like that one, Wind. Potential, something. I mean, what? What? I have no idea what I'm talking about. Boy. All these freaking menus. And I cut my list down too. You know? So, We're almost done. Immersive armors config. That's usually the telltale. He actually kind of looks good like this too. I mean, you know, definitely we need to do something with the nose. He needs more of an elven nose. Anyway, matter of time. Resets. Let's get rid of I need too. Widget. Come on. That's one thing I hate that it does. What's the other one? Alright, good enough. F5, we'll make a save here.
Approach, my child,
so
and choose where your new life shall begin.
We'll do Patron of an Inn. I wanted to start in Winterhold again. Because that's, you know, obviously where the issue started.
Even the lowest
best to go right to the source.
Can rise to greatness.
Okay. So remember, we were able to load in here.
Let me know if you want.
And of course, we gotta get that stupid hood off. Right? Yeah, give me an iron maul. I'll just use my magic. Can he wear these? Let's see.
I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Oh yeah. They appear. So I can immediately see an issue with the elves.
I'm sorry, could you describe the smell? Like some horrible monster was turned inside out and then exploded. What did...
That's because of Ethereal Elven. And it's lower than diversity, so I'm gonna have to change that.
I've already corrected it.
So right here is where I crashed. Let's try going outside. If it's just face gen issue, I think I can get around it. I'll load, but see, Ethereal Elven's needed for Gelibor and Verther. So that means Feralda's gonna have black face. Is she even up there? She's not even up there. Oh. Ignore me. Just taking in the sights. let's go back into the inn for a second here.
My job is to serve the Jarl.
Yeah, so
Not
Ethereal
waste time
Elven.
talking to travelers.
Alright. It's conflicting with diversity. Alright. Which means we're gonna have to load it, and I don't think I have it loaded right in both
Let me know if
panes.
you want. I think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Yes?
Unless you're bringing me another round, you can just keep walking.
Keep walking. Textures all look good. Hey. You're knocking it over. Alright, so we have to fix Ethereal Elven. Kids look fine. I'm gonna need the no lights patch. That's...
You're a bad sneak.
No, that's purple texture. That's weird. Only on the inside. Okay. Not. Okay. So they fixed that up with the lanterns. Alright. Yeah, actually in the game. He's got earrings. So let's see here. Frostbite will be 2. Strain is 3. Smite is 4. Flow is 5. 6. Radiating sunlight deals 10 sunfire damage per second and 5 to nearby undead. So it works on everything. Smite. This is a big boy. Very similar to another one. Okay. So let's try and clean up the elves here. Try and make Ethereal Elven work with diversity. That's going to be the trouble
We
here.
got warm food, warm drinks.
And, whoa. Who are you? Fenrir.
Here for work? Get next.
No.
Take a look.
Oh wow, he sells a lot. Well, you have all the firewood. You don't need anything from me. Jerk.
All right.
We'll use Noakar as a base. Alright. We're gonna F5 here. And we're gonna quit out of game. Okay. So let's see here. Overwrite. That is just campfire. I still get that stupid error even though it's been deleted. It's gone out of there. I don't know why that happens. So what I did is diversity's here. The Gelibor Inverter overhaul needs to go below it. So I may not be able to run diversity. It may be an issue. It could be a hair mod. I don't know. Race compatibility. And then this is the patch. So diversity is where? Here. Alright, so I'm going to have to load diversity under EEO. Okay. So Ethereal Elven's up there. Diversity still being overwritten by Skins, Eyes of Beauty, Bellyache's Creature. That should be fine. Unless it is the skin. They said it was fine. Okay. Alright, well that part's done. Let's go back in. No, I didn't crash. I came back out. Oh, hey, Gail. Thank you. The midnight stream was me crashing horribly. Conflict on my end. Uh, so what I was doing was I was using all the NPC overhauls normally. Uh, but the problem is Ethereal Elven is LE, but there's a patch for SE, which I do have. So there's no need to convert it. I guess you could if you wanted to, but the patch exists for that reason. So it's going to go black screen for you guys while I load into game here again. So hopefully putting diversity in the left pane below Ethereal Elven will fix it. But I'm just worrying if it's going to affect Verther and Gelibor. That's the problem. Because there's an optional replacer, and I'd like to be able to use that. Hey, Loki. Well, all the overhauls, to be honest with you. I'm using a specific race mod that has specific criteria, and it wasn't flying last night at all for me. Oh, Loki, I'll give you a hug. I will send them your way. Through the magic of the intrawebs. Alright, Nullikar's fixed. Right? Cool. That should be diversity. It is. Awesome. Alright. So like I said, diversity is not the pretty look, but here, Loki, since I don't know if you got to see him yet, this is kind of the base that we're working with. He is Snow Elf. And I gave him the earrings, but he's at max weight. I did have SOS and Flower Girls and all that installed, but I had to take him out because I do have to consider, you know, the stream and having my videos taken down, so. But that's him. He is a Snow Elf. Snow Elf race. He does come with some racials. Ancient Falmer Knowledge. Frost spells are 25% more effective. 5% armor bonus if wearing at least 3 pieces of Ancient Falmer armor. Possibly getting that later. Your knowledge of Ancient Falmer weapons and armors grants you the ability to forge ivory glass armors and weapons. Grants you 1% damage bonus to all Ancient Falmer weapons and arrows. So we have Reprise once a day. This is a big one. When below 40% health, hurl aside nearby enemies with a storm of ice for 10 seconds. Increases your combat and restoration skills by 200% while restoring magicka and stamina. Yeah, it's pretty powerful. It's once a day. Normal, he's basically got the Nords also. Frost resist 50% and 50% resistance to poison damage. Generations of living underground, exposed to toxins. We're a follower of Akatosh. We will also be a follower of Akatosh in the play. I have the needs mods in. I also have Campfire. I also have Frostfall. I also have Convenient Horses. His skills are Nova. Release a flash of blinding light that hurls... Oh, I think I read this. Dealing 40 points of sun damage and additional force and damage per second for 10 seconds. Costs 100. And what else here? He had something else, I thought. These start here. Castigate. Smite, which is kind of Sunfire. and then Icy Turnian. Volley of Fraud. This one's actually pretty cool. It does 43 points of damage, twice as much stamina damage. That's a big one. Nothing for alteration, but I do have that. So let's see. What do I have that set up? It's 3. So let's throw back on his. And I'll go outside and I'll show you the spell. So alright, so Nelikar's fixed. Good. Okay. The rest of them should be good too. There's Haran. So you can see, I want to sneak here. She puts that down. So you can see what diversity does to them. For those that haven't seen it. I really like the overhaul. I'm glad, you know, fingers crossed, I'm going to have to get the ELFX. Well, we could write that off as snow. We do have a Snow Elf player home. I'm itching to show you guys that, but I know that's just gonna spoil a shit ton of stuff. So, all right, let's do this. We're gonna have to toggle collision up here because no Feralda. And then this is the ice spell. And when I say it launches the volley, and the closer they are, the more damage it does as well. So if you, yes, I do have strange runes installed. And if the runes look like they're up on top of the hands now, it's because that spell has changed. Also, my animation has changed, and this is now strange runes for VR. There is no longer a one for SSE, but we're gonna unlock this. Ah, you bastard. Well, okay. Well then. Snow Elf magic, right? Alright. Alright, we're not going to take anything. Let's see here. So these are the buckets I opted to take. They're new. The leather hide and things like that are new. Sigils are new, so all the banners you're going to see throughout the game are brand new. I usually go with Design of the Nords, but I wanted to give this one a fair shot, and we also have sigil shields, so the guard shields and things like that will be different. Of course, stunning statues. Right. Nice.
Please don't bother the Archmage.
And Kano is always a troublemaker, and thank God he looks good. Okay. Diversity's got him.
Don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary.
Mirabelle's lips are not moving.
If there are any problems,
okay.
No
No
it's my
problems.
job to keep things running smoothly.
Let's go into the hall. That happened to me recently too. If they're just talking, they're not moving. But when you initiate conversation with them, their lips move. So, oh, they're downstairs. Tolfjer looks good. Hey. Alright, who's down here? This is, Monmouth. Yep, he looks as he should. I'm really hoping I was gonna see for all. This should be Jazargo.
Skyrim could not be more different from elsewhere. But magic is the same no matter where you go.
So things that I changed here, you'll see the little markings on the outside. Well, not markings, but the trim is, I changed that. It used to be brown. I used to take the brown option. Now I chose the green one to see how it looks. I think it looks okay. Where we go? We want to go back upstairs, right? Yeah. I want to find Feralda. She's probably in her room. She's supposed to be, well... Sergius. Okay, you look good. Alright, let's go out. Ooh. Conch. Weathered.
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary.
What's up, Mirabelle? So she looks really good without the hood on. And of course he puts his face back on. But he is face, no face gen with him, so we're ahead of the game right there. Let's keep your fingers crossed. Let's see if, because this is still locked up, so let's see if Feralda's in her room. She is one I need to see.
Chanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest of Sky.
Really? You really gonna snitch on me if I do this? Now where the hell is she? Alright, Finis looks good. I think they're all going to be fine. Drevis. Maybe he turned himself invisible. The new lockbox. I thought these looked really nice, so I opted for these as opposed to the normal ones. And the chests as well. Although I think you may have seen this, but there's a lot more trim to these. Same thing for the clots. And the furniture. The furniture is going to look slightly different. But these really make up for it. And of course the EMB light. The alchemy station is a little bit different. I'll let you guys figure out what you like about it. And wooden door. This is, whose room is this? Yeah, the caskets look really good, I thought. Yeah, this is Obscures. Obscures is just the college, so all the other modifications that I'm showing are from other mods, like rallies, the drum. The bottles are from Alchemy Adjustments. Now I took out CACO. We're going with Alchemy Adjustments instead. I could even take the sweet roll. Same thing with rallies. The new loot. So, of course, this design here. I have no idea where Feralda is. That's kind of killing me. I needed to see where she was. But... Alright, no worries. Let's, Oh, yeah. Really? What? There we go. I keep forgetting I can do that. So... The other thing too is I still have 3D LODs run. But I do not have Realistic Water 2. Alright, we've made sure depth of field is off. So as long as it's running well, we're going to keep it. I don't think I'm going to need Realistic Water 2 for this play. You never know. Let's go into burn his oddments here.
You see those warriors from Hammerfell? They've got curved swords. Curved swords.
Of course.
Good day.
Alright. So you can see the detail in the cloak. It looks a little bit different than what the normal college cloaks look. Or I'm sorry, this is the Winterhold cloak. Well, we're in Winterhold, so let's wear it. Curved swords. It's, who's this? This is, Vithar.
Good afternoon.
Greetings.
Good to see you.
What
How
would
can I argue with that?
Alright, let's see what I can give him. Nothing, because I have nothing. Sorry.
Not now, please. I'm just too upset to talk.
Oh. I like his robes.
Yes?
Alright. This, Alright, so Mallor looks okay.
My job is to serve the Jarl, not waste time talking to travelers.
Alright. Ignore the horses. You're all not ready for that yet. So they're not dual wielding. So I noticed with this spell, it's really hard to aim because the way it splits off into 3. Okay. So you kind of have to really aim in the center. Let's see here. Can I get up? Where shall we visit? Let's see here. Let's go visit. Yeah, a little bit. I'm trying to think of what's not going to spoil things. Well, now that I have Lod's Run, we can go to Whiterun. So let's do that. We're gonna do. Yep, we'll do Riften next, Loki. All right. So you can see how he's gonna stand out. You cannot mistake him for a. You cannot mistake him for a high elf in the least bit.
Well, sounds like you've had quite the journey, Uthgar. But you were gone longer than usual. I got to thinking maybe you weren't coming back.
You sound like my ma.
A
Figured I was
Midian-born.
lying dead in a field somewhere. Is that it?
Thought did cross my mind, yeah. War brewing, talk of a riot in Helden, have now jesters. Skyrim's gone mad.
All right, so Bjorlum looks good. All right, let's well, we'll make an F5 right here.
I'll remember.
Oh, wow. Okay. I may have to rerun Lods. I don't remember that happening before, so... All that pop in. Yep, it's still doing it. Okay, that's gonna have to be taken care of. Let's, turn the fade up just a little bit. I'm really gonna have to tweak the any settings. Oh yeah, this mod may be coming out. Alright. I adjusted the grass slightly. So you can still see bodies when they're dead, but... What the hell's over there? Oh, the mud crab. Oh, you know what? Let's get his weapon, right? There we go. So let's see if the animations are still the same. I think it was this one too, right? There we go. Oh yeah, those fours popping in. That's a no-go. Alright, so, oh, so stamina should fade. I thought I had God mode on, bastard. Yeah, it's weird. I've had this is the same setup I did before, and I ran LODs the same. And, I didn't have any issues with pop-in. Of course, I do have a backup of my plugins, so as you can see, what I could do is I could always back up, because they're going to pop in. And it's not going to look right there. Yeah, see that? We can't have that. That's not good. I'll have to figure that out. That's not an issue. What I think I'll do is I'll run Bethany first again, and then adjust from there. Let's see how much else it pops in. Oh yeah, look, see that big ass tree right there? All right, yeah, that's an issue. Really? There we go. So... Alright, well we already know we have issues with just this area right here. Like I said, it could just be the one mod. Because all of the other... Let's go this way and see if any of the other trees decide to go poppity pop pop pop. Yep. Alright, so maybe this was coming out. And I'm actually okay with that. I mean, there's a lot going on, so... Oh wow, yeah, okay, we absolutely can't have that. What I could do is I could try to rerun my LODs with this setup and, you know, try again. But we'll try going about it methodically. Oh, it's 5 p.m. Damn it. Okay. I don't have God mode on either. I thought. Shit. Okay, let me do that. Let me change that up. There's like there's no give with Rift in here. Who are you? Guard's horse?
Hold there.
Huh.
Before I let you into Riften, you need to pay the visitor's tax. For the privilege of entering the city, I'll keep your voice down. You want everyone to hear you?
Hello, Guard's horse. So you can see the horses now have sigil shields and their own saddles. And this is the new Riften. And it's not bad. I'm 57 FPS here with all this. So... It's like the never-ending wolf. Christ almighty. So I went with Sam's Mountains. These are just the standard gray geode. I was gonna use Majestic Mountains. Majestic still seems to have mesh issues. Of course, there could be mesh issues here as well. Could just be mountains in general, I don't know. But his looked really good, and I was gonna use the red oxide, but I thought the gray would fit better. And I've already used a lot of Majestic Mountains. I like it, but you know. Man, there are wolves everywhere. Look at this. Any more of them? You guys get them all, or what? Oh, probably the spider or whatever's up here. Oh, there's two of them, huh? I got some resist to you, buddy. Kind of happy I went with spears. I've always wanted to play with spears. And now I can. So let's take a look here. I think I showed part of this off, but I want to make sure LODs are okay. Now because... Oh, there we go. Okay. So maybe I have to adjust my LOD brightness. I'm not sure. I think it looks pretty good. Spears are playing with them. Let's see what kind of gear he can pick up. You can see how it does more damage close up. What's he have? We'll have to set up violence too. I'm not getting the kill cams, and of course all the other stuff. So let's do this. Let's put him in some gear. We'll wait till morning. What are these? Vagabond's fur. Hide boots. Do I have any hide bracers? Cloak does not go with it whatsoever. No, a no blue face mask. I just wanted to see. So here's the thing, with just ELFX, it's still pretty dark. With the EMB, I'm gonna have to turn the EMB off a little bit. Because this is a dark EMB. See? So it's only 7:30, let's wait till morning time. Yeah, map is still not fixed. Yeah, because I shouldn't be able to see down this whole area here. Okay. Well, it is what it is, right? Who else did I want to see? Ah. I'm gonna have to do that off camera. I can't spoil those two. Alright. So let's see. EMB is Silent Horizon, Strudel. Probably my new favorite. I was commenting, people were asking on one of the Facebook Skyrim groups I'm a part of what everybody's favorite is. I said, well, this one just tied Ominous for my favorite. I like everything that it does. It's fantastic. There's a lot to it. Like I said, I haven't really done a lot of tweaks, so to speak. I've just turned off depth of field and I disable bloom all the time when I play, so. Hey, Mel. Alright. Who else would I need to check out to see? Who else is a troublemaker? Feralda was the one, but she's not outside. So... And you can see the different mountain colors here. Actually, it looks pretty cool. I do still have my roads. I just, you know, trees are non-existent. Did I run Hold on a second. I'll tell you in 1 second if I did or not. Let's get the hell out of the game. Because I was playing around with my merge. That didn't sound good. But that's okay. No, I didn't. Didn't run Dindulad. Okay. We're going to do that now. There's text gen. So you can see where my brain's been scattered the last couple days. Did not run it. Mod tools, Dindulad, edit scripts, Dindulad, cache, nothing in the cache folder. Cool. Let's run text gen. How about that? I'm sitting here thinking something's wrong with my tree mod, and I don't even have the mod installed. 512 for the texture says BC7. Yep, start. There we go. Text gen output, that's what we want. So what do you guys think of the character, like looks wise? I'm keeping his hair, so don't try and change my mind. I'm keeping his eyes, don't try and change my mind. Those things are not changing. I like the 5 o'clock shadow. I would be, if I wasn't doing that and he wasn't 100% clean shaven, I'd consider a beard. But nothing, you know, quote unquote Nordic. I think the 5 o'clock shadow for him works. Oh, thank you, Strudel. I am going to go in it and I'm going to adjust his skin tone slightly. So he's not as white in the light. Because even Gelibor and Werther in the game aren't, you know. I think he's just a couple shades or maybe, you know, a shade or two lighter. But we'll see. Will he actually wear earrings? I don't think so. I just threw them on him. Keep him how he is. I do have to change the nose, I think, because that is just the default for that preset. So I kind of want to make it more elven. It looks more Nordic or Imperial than anything else. So I want to slim it down a little bit on the bridge and not have his nostrils flare as much as they seem to. So we'll trim it up. The brows I'm happy with. I really want to test the 2 NPC overhauls, but at the same time, I kind of want to keep them as a surprise. So it's like, do I do that off camera to check? It is a Snow Elf race mod, Gil. Let me see. I'll pull it up for you. Um, there's a bunch of prerequisites. I don't know why I keep getting those. Come on. It's lagging here. Okay. The Ancient Falmer, it's called. This one. Snow Elf race. Redshift Ninja. Or Redshift. I'd call him Redshift Ninja. Redshift. They did the Dwemer race as well. So requirements. Race compatibility. You don't need it. Comes with the mod. Uh, 3 versions of race compatibility come with this mod. You do need Special Edition, or SKSE. And then Snow Elven race tweaks. I looked at this. Um, it's not for me, not for my character, but definitely give this one a look. To add into this mod here. What's new? Sunfire, Vampire's Bane, and Stendar's Aura added Aesthetic Elves patch. So there's a patch in the FOMod mod for Aesthetic Elves. Read this entirely. Installation especially. Customization, there's a full walkthrough, all compatibility and patches, the to-do list, future plans, and just a nice little video here, right, by Arctic Scrolls. Their other mods, sorry. Time Lost Dwemer. I think most of you may have at least heard of this or probably tried it. I've used this, I've loved it, and it's on Special Edition. So it's on LE and SE. Ancient Falmer is also on Legendary Edition as well. So yeah, Gail, I've tried some of the other Falmer mods or Snow Elf mods. This one far surpasses them. Like I said, the requirements here. Recommended or optional. It does have patches for SOS and SOS Lite. And there are patches within the foam mod for both. Ethereal Elven Overhaul is it's almost required because of the followers, and I'll kind of show you features. So starting perks, if you do smithing, like this character is probably going to do a little bit of smithing, but he's probably going to make use of honed metal. So you have the ability to make ivory glass weapons, and there is a patch in there to tie into Lean Wolf's better shaped weapons as well. So you could have the nicer meshes, and then you could have the ivory glass if you want to. Ancient Falmer weapons, there's an option here to be able to craft them from the start, or if you check the patch in the foam mod, it actually disables that even for a Snow Elf, to where you have to go through the quest to get the book, which is hidden away towards the end of the Dawnguard quest line. I'm not going to say where, but it tells you here if you read it. You know, it's not like I'm spoiling anything. These are the 2 followers. Balrisa and Ashen. Both look really cool. I probably butchered their names, so I apologize for that. But requirements, you need SG Hair Packs 350. This is on Lover's Lab, I think. Not here. He can't link it here. And don't ask to have it removed, or I will delete your post. And you also need Apache male hairs. It's got their backgrounds, notes, and this is another big reason why I took this. This is Gelibor and Verther. This is their overhaul. So I do have this in. You need Apache hairs males and Chaos hairdo renewals, specifically for these 2. So you will see these guys in my game. Verther especially just looks freaking badass. Gelibor's no slouch either, but I mean, man, look at what they did. Look what we did with Verther. Freaking crazy. So patches for both Sacrosanct and Better Vampires within the foam mod, right? They can also become werewolves. Growl does not work with race compatibility. I found that out the hard way. So, no werewolf for me, unfortunately. But just a basic werewolf, you could do that. The 2 vampire mods, they have patches in the foam mod, so pick whichever one you want, or it gives you the option for none if you're not using a vampire overhaul. Compatibility. Better Vampire, Sacrosanct, Ordinator, and Summer Mist. Race menu. The mod uses default vampire eye textures, so your snowballs will use any vampire eye textures you've personally installed. Not compatible with enhanced character edit. Gelibor and Werther face replacers. If you're using any other NPC replacer that makes any changes, make sure you load this mod after it or overwrite it in both the left and right panes of Mod Organizer. Where their faces will not look like that with their. So I really do have to go in game and check to see that both of these guys look like this, because you are going to see them in this play. I was going to do it off camera, but I think I'll do it on camera. Alright, so it looks like text gen is done. Textures, we want to zip this up, add to archive. Okay. Do I have the old one? Okay. Pop that bad boy in there. Let's run Dindulad. Delete the text gen folder. Dindulad. Run that. Yeah, they both look really good. I was impressed. Yeah, I think when this finishes running, I'll go back in game. We can take a look if you guys are up for it. So let's go Tamriel. Go medium. So we need LOD 4 trees. This has to get edited. Static LOD 4. Hit OK. That'll give you the nice 3D effect. Windows fake generate. My LOD brightness is -3. And OK. This is going to take a little bit. 3D LODs usually take me 16 to 17 minutes to fully run, so how's everybody doing? Mel's falling apart today. Mel, I love you. Don't fall apart. Is it your game? I know I wasn't in the stream with you and Winds for most of it. I was doing this. But I saw that you guys were in the stream, and I know I kind of caught you guys at the last minute. Oh, let me not broadcast. Let me keep this up here. Didn't do a lot of output. Okay, we'll keep that there. And I'll stick on this page here. Oh, that's not good. I didn't help anything. I think that was all Wind. Give her credit for that. I think I just popped in and to say hey, and you're like, oh no, we're finished. Oh, Loki, you were probably sleeping when they were in, because it was late even for me, my time, and you're 5 hours ahead of me, so. They made a girls' night out of it. They stayed up all night. Yeah, oh yeah, it was in Discord. You know what? And I need somebody. I'm gonna commission somebody to help me get my headset synced up so I can actually be on my PC and like, whoa, I don't know what that's doing. Uh, come into the game streams here where I could actually participate, right? Instead of doing it on my phone, because my phone's basically a piece of crap. So. And Mel, you thought you had issues with your microphone working. Yeah, I can only come in and join you guys when I'm staring at my tiny little phone. To use the app on, oh, so you're making me. I'm gonna have to give in and put the app on my PC, huh? It's got options for it. The thing I don't like is I was getting notifications left and right from all the other servers I'm in when I have them. I guess I'm gonna have to go mute all the channels. So, oh, Loki, so use it on the app on the PC too? I'm so nervous about putting an app on my PC though. I don't think I have any right now. Well, I mean, programs don't really count, but I don't even have Facebook on here or anything like that. I don't use Twitter, so yeah. Just put myself on busy. Yeah, but see, like, the only time I ever switch myself to, like, if you see down here in this, I have the little red icon. So if I'm streaming, I have to turn this to red. Otherwise, all the others, like, I'm not in a lot of servers, but the other server, you could see them here. Even like with the Rangers and everything like that. I'll get notified, like, it'll just ding in my ear. I do have Instagram too, yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting about that. Oh shit, wind. That's not good. Everybody's okay? He's okay though, right? I see up there. He's fine. Okay, thank God. Oh shit. No other vehicles. Oh good. Okay. Heart leapt up for a moment there. All right. Let's there. Get a little bit of music going while we wait for Mr. Dindo to do his thing, and then we can go. Well, I guess we can go check out the snow elves. You guys saw pictures of what they're supposed to look at, right? So. Seven souls. Oh boy. Seven souls ability. She must be using Percus Maximus. It's probably a joke in bad taste, but you know. Cats have 7 souls. See, I always hear 9 lives. What would I rather have, 9 lives or 7 souls? And define these souls. Do the souls live inside me, and do they deplete like the 9 lives thing theory? How do these things work? I certainly don't know. Ah, that's right. It's 9 lives. Cats have 9 lives. And this is true. Cats do have 9 lives. And every time they lose one of them, I lose 4. So, go figure. Because all of mine do dumb shit that makes my heart bleed out of my chest. Why is this? Okay. I know it's doing its thing. 3D LODs are take a little bit. You know, when as long as he's okay, got checked out. You know, I'm assuming they're EMT, or you know, as long as he's okay. Cars could be replaced. Material things, you know, are really unnecessary at that point, as long as he's okay. Cats have 7 souls, so us in the English say they have 9 lives. I kind of like the 7 souls things better though, Will. Because I've never heard it before. It just sounds more classy, more philosophical. It just sounds better. How about I'll leave it at that. With my limited knowledge, it just sounds better. I like it better. Popped up 850. Okay. Didn't do a lot doing its thing. Knock on wood, I usually wreck a car once every 2 years with all the deer that we have up here. They're everywhere. Or at least hit one or something like that, and then, you know, we get one of the backyard mechanics to kind of just bang out the dents. That's why I baby my nice car. I don't drive it fast. Well, not around here. Alright. Nah, well, it's okay. Just glad to know everybody's okay. Yeah, see? Right there, plus. I was saying the same thing to my one cousin the other day about how there weren't that many cars on the road. Obviously, if people are, you know, staying inside or whatever, but just general traffic. You know, aside from like essential deliveries and things like that, up here is pretty, where I'm at is fairly isolated, and then, you know, the highway we do have around here, next to nothing. So 10 minutes, now the real work starts. Okay. See, I like older cars. I'm not a fan of the newer ones. Yeah, so Mel, the thing with LODs is... Alright, while this is doing its thing, let me switch over here. So you're running SFO, so SFO... Let's take a look. I don't know why I keep getting this redirect thing. Okay. So SFO has 9 files. I'm assuming you're using 272D. This should be the main one, because this is the trees only. So you have the main file, you have your 272D update. And then you have here 2K LODs. For latest version, could give better performance. Dense forest, no shrubs. Maybe it comes inside. I know with EVT, right? So EVT has. Well, here I'll give you a little hint on this. So for EVT, while yes, the billboards do come in the faux mod, right? You still want the billboards here, because when you generate them with Dindulad, this is what will give you the 3D effect. So you can see the file size is almost 70 megabytes, right? So the tree LODs here, for example, Dindulad, these are the meshes. Textures. These are the pines. Okay, I'm not going to go through all this because look at all this. This is a shit ton right there. That's a lot of stuff. Okay. Same thing with landscapes too. Landscapes work almost the same way. Certain landscape mods have a separate file for LOD generation. So if you're running Dindulad or SSE LOD Gen, something like that. You're going to want that separate file, and you're going to put the mod first and then the LOD file right underneath it. On occasion, that's not going to be the case. For instance, Cathedral Landscapes comes with a variation of Terrain LOD Redone built into it. So that way, when you go to generate LODs, you're going to have the really nice grass in the distance. The same thing with what I'm using here, Enhanced Landscapes, which is actually a really small mod, but it also takes care of the grass that you're seeing. I don't have a grass mod in here, technically. I just have what Enhanced Landscapes is giving me for about 300 megabytes. Yeah, if it's buffering, lower it down. Like I said, I have my YouTube stream capped at 720. So if it's buffering, just go into the settings and lower it a little bit. Yeah, absolutely, Mel. So what do you mean, the basics with it? Well, I mean, you saw me run text gen. So on wherever you keep your mod tools is where you're going to put Dindulad. Dindulad comes with text gen. So if you open this up, there's text gen, and then there's Dindulad. You're going to get an exe file and a x64 exe. The x64 is what you want for both of these. This is also where you're going to direct the path for your output folders for both of them. So that little box that said where do you want your output folder to go, you're going to direct it here to mod tools Dindulad, and then it would be backslash textgen output, backslash, Dindulad output. And you can even see if I open this up, we see the meshes, SKSE, and the textures generating still. And then it's really about how much performance you're willing to sacrifice, or versus like how nice you want your game to be. Now I can run 3D LODs on my PC with little to no issue. I probably suffer about a 4 frame per second drop on this particular setup now, I'm under 430 mods, but I have 9 tree mods, 9 or 10 tree mods installed. Each one has a LOD file. So you want the latest? So I run 512, so you'd want what, 256? So cut it in half. Up from 512 is what, 1024? So 1024 is essentially 1K. So I just leave everything at 512. It uses more VRAM, but if you set it to 256, you'd be fine. Both text gen and into LOD, and you want to, match them. If you have a, more powerful rigs, like something like what Sam has, Sam could probably run 1 or 2K and not really have an issue, with more mods, and that that's limitations of like my GPU. But mine's really good, but his is a lot better. So it really depends what you can do with it. Oh yeah, it does say it's done, right? Okay. See, the one time I'm paying attention to my phone in the chat and I'm not looking at this. So yeah, 18 minutes. So save and exit. Saving? Okay. That's gonna go away. It's gonna unlock. This is just my cache. I have to make sure I get rid of this in the overwrite. Yeah, it's that stupid campfire data. Delete that. Alright, so we're gonna come to the Dindulite output, and now you see the master and the ESP plus the texture. So we're gonna zip everything up. So it's just right click, 7-zip, add to archive. It's already called Dindulite output. It's fine. Everything else here, just leave it alone. Hit OK. You're gonna see it work. This should be about 2.67 gigabytes, maybe a little bit more. Okay, 2.66. I was off. Sorry. I was just guesstimating. Alright. And then you just literally, you open your downloads tab, just drag that zipped archive up. It's going to populate up top here, right there, see? So then you just double click. Keep the name. Just always do the manual check. These should look good. When you zip them up like this, they should be fine. So hit OK. It's going to install. Animations then. So, well, what's that for? In general? Yeah, I have... Oh, speaking of... I don't have D13. I don't think I'm going to need it, though, for this guy. Yeah, the skeleton here, and then, like, Finis output goes underneath it. This is how I have mine structured. Fours, spells... Oh, I don't have the spells pack? Oh, god damn it. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, PCA2. Now I know with Nemesis it's going to be a little bit different. That I was going to use that, but I had too many other things that were relying on XP32 or 4s. So stick with what I know so far. I will give those a try at some point. So Dindulite output. Go back to your plugins, and the master you could throw right up. Just make sure it went to the top. Sometimes it doesn't. So these are ESL flag. Alright, so that should be fine. Yep. Alright, so that's the lowest it can go. So we'll leave it right there. And then what you want to do is this Dindulot output folder, just like TextGen output, delete it when you're done. Then you're done. Okay. So that's how I keep mine. And then you can see what TextGen's overwriting. And that's what you want. Okay. So now we'll go back into game. And yeah, it should be good. Okay. So we'll rerun the game. Close out my capture. Well, Dindulot and All Geared Up do two different things, Mel. I do All Good afterwards because I could always check and uncheck Dindulot. But like what Wind was saying, yeah, it doesn't matter. Well, yeah, they're different things. So order in that situation isn't going to matter. It's not with like you know, building like a bash patch where if you had Finis installed, you'd have to, you know, untick it. Same thing with Dindulad. If you're running your building your bash patch, you'd have to untick Dindulad. And then once you're finished building it, you'd have to activate them again. So. Alright. So yeah, let's just continue. Ooh, that looks pretty. Kigrenzel, meaning Music City in Dwemeris. That looks pretty fucking awesome. Damn. Alright. Now. Alright, so we got Nethers starting up. Registered one new menu. Okay. Now we'll check and see. Hopefully this does it. If you're at 144p and it's buffering, that's your connection. Oh, it literally put me by the stables. Hey boys, this is Corinda. And that's just horse. Hi Corinda the horse and other horse. And you are... who are you? Which one are you? You just kind of stand there, huh? Can I get on you? Does it count as horse theft? I heard somebody draw a weapon. Or was that me? Oh, Farin. Who's Farin? Ah, he's for more horses, okay. Alright, let's check out the lots now. Should be better. There we go. Yeah, because I was wondering why the trees were looking the way they were. Oh, that's... Okay. Well, I saw a little... Sorry about the mic. I saw a little something, but not nearly as bad. You know, I'll work with what I got, right? Yeah, that looks good. Now see that big tree that was behind the tower? You can see it from here. Okay. True 3D. Okay. Let's go over by the giant camp. That's not Lod. That's a tree. Holy hell. See the rest of the Lod's flickering. Alright. Go the Giants. So yeah, Whiterun looks a little more filled in. I was going to use Luxor's Red Roofs, but I decided to keep it more muted. I'm not sure. I may switch back to Majestic Mountains. I don't know yet. I still have the map issue. God damn it. And I switched maps too. I'm running the classic map now. Evaluate your riding skills, huh? Okay. What's up, Mel? As long as the trees have Lods, then you're gonna need them. you guys can get a good idea what the veil's gonna look like. We're gonna do some trickery here. Unless somebody wants to look up for me the COC code for the chantry. More specifically, the well, I think we'll get there by toggling collision. Where's Mama? Oh, they had... One of them had two. There she comes. That's a big one. Still, you have to turn violence on. That's okay. So it's up there. So let's get up there first. So now we're in the Veil. Not gonna take that because I don't want to. Ancient Falmer War Axe. Okay. That's one. Whoa. Ah, really? I tried. Damn it. Why is the music familiar? Ancient Falmer Bow. They look nice. We're not going to worry about the dig site and stuff like that. The dragons, on the other hand, could pose a problem. And I am weak to fire. Alright, so... that's where we have to go. God damn it. Get out there. Collision off. Alright, let's go. Come on. Up. Run! Let's get up there. Let's go in first person because that's kind of... the part you don't see. Can we get up higher? I'd like to see what's all the way up here. Right. This is the part he knocks down on you. Go inside. Tell me he's not there. Do I have to toggle the script on? Son of a bitch. Alright, well, we'll do it this way. Okay. And I'll have to go back. I don't want to keep more than one reference. NPC Arch Curate Verther 02003788. Just one of them. Oh yeah. There we go. How about that? Well, there you go, guys. How about that? It works. And it works with diversity. I am a happy camper. I'm sorry, I know I showed you the pictures on the mod page, so you obviously got a good idea of what they look like. I can't talk to them right now because of the quest, but you know, they'll hang out there and then... Oh, really? Did you put your... That's ridiculous. Take that off. I may have to change up my vampire eyes, though. I'm going to have to go back and do that, I think. I mean, well... See, Gellibor's eyes are Snow Elf, but I have a different set for vampires. I think I may take them out. He does look miles better, though. I mean, aside from all that. I can't even pickpocket him. And they all have their fucking hoods on. Damn it. Doesn't matter. I'm taking one anyway. Alright, so yeah. That's all I needed to really see. We got over here, we got spots. Steal spot. I don't want to steal spots. And that's horse. Alright. So yeah, I probably borked the game music by forcing the weather. That's okay. And I noticed something else too. If this is the case, let's see. Enhanced landscapes does change that, so that's one more thing I can take out of my load order. So if you're using blended roads and you're using enhanced blended roads, Wine Dave's mod, enhanced landscapes will actually overwrite it. So while you need the roads mod above the landscape mod, put it below. If you want to have the different cobblestones in each of the holds. So I'm just finding this out for the first time, because these are supposed to be dark. They actually don't look bad as they are. And, well, yeah, I'm going to leave them because they actually match up with the rocks. Big tree. I think that would be awesome, Loki. Where is the...
Keep walking. My cousin disappeared one night. Some say that Alma...
Silly Nords. So there you go. There's the Stormcloak replacer. Let's take that. Curious. I'm not taking that stupid thing. Where's the other one? There were two more of them, right? Yeah, we don't want that. And I think he's got the... He's got a ranger hood. Cool. Alright, so let's outfit him with this. Let's see. See how he looks in blue. So we've got Garfer boots, Garfer gauntlets. So this cuirass and this cuirass has sleeves. So this is this one. And I think we're not going to use the sleeved version. So you can see the new HD design. Obviously there's going to be clipping, but I think that looks pretty awesome. And then if I wanted to go full on, of course that's probably going to clip with the cloak. because the hood's got the shoulder cape on it, so. I'll have to check my load order for you all. I don't know, but it's got the Amidian-born texture add-on. So I want to say if it's not, it's the old rim mod. What's the name of it? Let's do this. Let's check. Should tell me. Oh no, it's meshes and textures. Never mind. It won't be in here. Yeah, it's the LE version with the Amidian-born textures. I'll go into my loader and I'll check for you in a little bit, but it's freaking fantastic. So yeah, I had to get it. Yeah, no guards armor replacer for me. I kept the original design, and then where I could upgrade, I upgraded. But yeah, even you know, the gauntlets and boots too are a little more detailed with the Amidian-born. And you can see the chainmail part of the, I guess what you call the top part of the greaves, even though there's no greaves there, but yeah, I like it. The stitching in the leather, the buckles, the design on the leather, and then you got the symbol of the bear. So cloak actually kind of ruins it, and the cloak's HD. So it's where am I going? I don't know where I'm going. I was gonna go look at good stuff, right? Yeah. Alright, so mountains are gonna have to go back to Majestic because that flickering is driving me nuts. Hi, Skeever. He would not make a good storm cloak, I don't think. And these are the new reach trees, reach tree replacer. I see something. What is that? Missed. Out of my way. I took enhanced blood textures off. I put better blood splatters on. I'm considering swapping back, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I want to make sure that those stupid squares are gone. They're always a pain to deal with. So didn't we pick up a glass bow or something like that? Yeah, ancient Falmer bow. It's a pretty nice looking glass style bow. Looking for something to hit from here. Piss people off in the card spire. Alright, so let's do this. So there's frost armor. And iron flesh. Okay. So actually, let's see how he looks with the flesh spells. Because I have flesh effects on. Yeah, we definitely got to take care of that nose. Okay. A combo for Okados? Yeah, well, go ahead. Oh, they're fighting something up there. What the hell are they fighting? Horses? Get up there. Oh, he got me pretty good, bastard. Well, I stole the horse. I don't know who this is. Oh yeah, they're actually tough. Yeah, don't mess with the hag ravens. Oh, reach magic. I may have to go heavy armor for this. I think I was gonna have to. I know I have God mode on, but tough anyway.
Where I'll kill you. Victory is yours. Submit.
You're not going anywhere. Ooh. She's always a toughie. Alright, so consensus from me is that, whoa, getting there. I love the mountains, but I think I'm gonna go back to Majestic, mainly because of the clipping that I saw earlier, and I already have the Majestic LOD pack installed, so it means I got to rerun my LODs, but that's fine. I still have a little more writing to do with the story itself. Other than that, I'm happy. I really am glad that what I have now works. Gelibor was fine, Werther was fine. Hey, Mr. B. Yes, that was a horse. Frost armor, frost cloak, and earth weapon. Ooh, not found. Might be one word. Okay, let's just go to Forgotten Magic. Earthbound weapon. Imbues the caster's weapon with earth, increasing magic or regen. So you said frost armor. Let me see, Will. What is he saying? That could work too. Could always put this one on. So let's see here. What is it? It's alteration, right? I'm kind of curious as to casting. Let's see. What does it look like? I haven't seen this one yet. Ooh. Looks pretty. Okay. And I'm hungry. It's a nice little green aura. I like that. Oh, thanks, Will. That may be something that he actually uses. I don't think I'm going to give it to him right off the bat, but let's, So where was the horse? Oh, there he is. Okay. Let's go talk to see this guy here. Now, he's named. Not this guy, not the Force one. Take his, carrot, though. Yeah, he's got the, what is it, the big game hunter horse armor. There's another one over here too. Let's see if this one's named. This is Morvark. Yep. Named horses. Some Nightshade. Horse in elk's clothing. Hey, don't you dare, Mel. You leave those foxes alone. I'm gonna have to retweak Bethany, I think. Yeah, little things. So like I said, I'm I'm happy. First of all, the face gen issue's done. It's fixed. That was the major thing here. Dry goods. We got arrows. What do we have here? Steel no dachi. Nice. Salt pile. The new sacks look pretty nice too. And these were the fur tents, the alternate that I was showing you guys in the stream a couple days ago when I was setting things up. So I think these look really nice. They're all over the Forsworn camps. Material goods. Carrying too much to be able to run. Alright, let's, wow, wrong button. Having trouble with that today. Let's go to Falkreath. I don't know what I'm gonna do about them. No, the map is still split. I don't know what that is either. If anybody's ever seen that, let me know. Doesn't look good. It's even more noticeable here when you have the volcanic tundra and it's yoink, split right down the center. Alright, honestly, I'm content. Let me, save over that one. I'm going to exit out for now. Okay. Turn the capture back on. So yeah, so I'm happy. Where is it? Helmet toggle. Gotta put that back in. Forgot about that one. It's gonna go under lesser game change effect. We'll put it right under flesh effects here, and then same place over here. It should be fine. Right above EMB light. You go back in. I don't think there's any. Like I said, I noticed in other little things here and there. So like I said, we may be switching back to Majestic. I'll have to take a look and see. Everything else seems covered. The main thing was the NPCs are fine. Yes, you could run all the hair mods with diversity as long as they're only for your character. And the other thing was Gelibor and Werther do in fact work. They will overwrite diversity. There will be no face gen issue as long as they are both in left and right pane lower. Because this is how it looks right now. And this is pretty much my setup. I think I'm fairly done swapping some things in and out. Good enough for sacking the quest. Yeah, more horses. Oh, I'm sorry, when were you asking? Yeah, where is it here? Um, why am I opening an Explorer? Is it on Nexus? There we go. So yeah, so I liked, well, no redirect. And I can actually endorse this one now because I have it. Requires an official patch, obviously. Um, features 2 wild herds, 6 foals, 20 plus new saddles or barding, 30 plus new horse skin textures, 5 new unique special horses. And then you get your choice. And if you want me to go to images, I think it's got a patch for IC if you're running that. The cart horses are now different. Riften Stables. I think you guys saw some of these. Mark Arth, you saw Spot. Unique. Windhelm, we didn't get to see them, but I'm sure one of them's named. And they all have different ratings. The Wild, this is the Snow Herd. This is Whiterun's herd. We didn't get to see them yet, but they're there. The Companion's horses. Bard's horses. Thieves Guild. There's Frost. There should be alternate ones. Arvak. Charon, the ghost horse, and his normalization or normalized option file makes him look, unique. I love this version, by the way. Keone, normalized version, spectral, and Veles, the Nightingale's horse. These are unlockable. Oh, you haven't even seen the good Frost yet, Strudel. Wait for that. This is Shadowmere. It says Shadowmere up there, so I'm assuming that's Shadowmere. And Shadowmere Daedric, armored up. Just in case you want to. But I think either one looks pretty good with the nice saddle. That's a bit much in the end, but again, Shadowmere's the Daedric horse anyway. So Eris unicorns. Shadavar. Markarth Foal. So young. Whiterun. Windhelm. Saddles for Nether's follower framework. So this is why I'm running this horse mod, because I have Nethers in. So Wind, this is probably right up your alley. So like the saddles you saw, follow the, SSC edit. Unique. Named, I can't pronounce that. Dwarven Armored. Dragonbone. Forsworn Hunter. Okay, I thought it was Big Game Hunter. They look similar with the, but skull in the front. Normal Forsworn. So you have the Hunter. So they'll always have, the pelts and everything. Camp. Northern Hunter. A little bit different with the trapping. And the arrows, the quiver. Same thing with the camp there. Stormcloak, and you can see the armors. Yeah, I mean, you guys can check the page out. This mod is just freaking awesome. Froki's horse, so Froki has his own. Okay, so in conjunction with this mod, I've also taken Permafrost. And yes, Frost will be my horse. Eventually. I know that's probably a spoiler, but you guys already saw it. This is the setup I'm going for. Aegis. So I chose this option. I absolutely love it. Frost is a unique horse. He has his own stats, as do all the other horses in the game now. Uh, and can be managed according to Nethers, how Nethers manages the horse. This is with the custom saddle. I like the Aegis much better. This is nice and clean though. I thought it was tasteful. This, however, looks freaking awesome. Nord Rover saddle, also fitting. This is the mesh replacer. The blue glowing eyes. The white glowing eyes. Without the glowing eyes, the vanilla ones. So there's so many options. And of course, these are the ones that you saw Winterhold Restored because I believe it's the same mod author. Right? So yeah, so Frost will be my horse. The Winterhold horses from Winterhold Restored do have the same similar look. It's in the foam mod. So you could change the color of their eyes. I took obviously the blue option because blue is my favorite color. The white eyes look cool. Frost Aegis up. And custom saddle. The Nord Rover. Where's the next one here? So this is an interesting mod because Frost also comes with a Frost Cloak spell. And it's slow. I mean, just read what it does. Here, I'll let you guys. It's called Permafrost, by the way. And because it was my first time using it, I didn't get a chance to endorse it. It's just freaking awesome. There's 14 files, by the way. You have to choose. So you choose a main file. So I took, obviously the default version. There's the mundane version, which is, see how you have the little aura and the glow? I like that. There's a normal version, and then there's no aura at all, right? So this is subtle. Optional files. So you choose your eyes, blue, white glow, etc. And then the saddle or bartering. So I chose the Frost Aegis. Just me. Tons of options with this. Don't overwrite, just place below. I guess that's technically overwriting, but So that's the horse mod I went with. More horses, permafrost. What else do I have? Let's see. His saddle mesh replacer. So this is an optional file on the permafrost page. Oh, the Daedric Shadowmere is an option in here as well. I don't think I got up to that, but so I took the wild herds, more saddles for nethers, and Daedric Shadowmere. So what's Mel bitching about? Oh, I have convenient horses in here too, so. I'm gonna have followers too, you guys realize this, right? So I needed the extra horse options. I'm not gonna like the mod. Well, the one I normally use is what is it? Yeah, it makes Frost have blue eyes, but this one he gets his own aura, his own glow. He gets his own Frost cloak. He slows the enemies with it. When you're in a snowstorm or rain, when it hits him, uh, He'll actually speed up, gain stamina. So Mel, I'm not following whatever you're saying. Like, you went from horses to NPCs all over the world. I don't get it. Right? What about them? Okay. So no, right. So no, I missed what you said. What do you mean? Never mind. I mean, so what you're saying? I shouldn't use the horse mod? Is that what you're telling me? I listen. I went from my game not loading last night to fixing face gen today. No, you could say on here. I'm curious. I think I missed something up above. I'm scrolling back and I'm not trying to see it. I heard NPCs and then you said I'm not going to like the mod. So if it's something I'm not going to like about the mod, oh, well if you're not making sense, that's a you problem. I can't help you with that, hon. I'm blunt like that. Sorry. Anyway, so I'm pretty happy with that. Everything, all things considered. There's probably a couple things I missed out. I'm gonna have to go back and check my other list. This is just the campfire overwrite. That's fine. Or is it? Mountains. There's something else I forgot to. Yeah, this is just the campfire data. Um, we covered weapons. We covered. My merge is fine. Diversity is good. I can actually lock this. Oops, hold on. This. I'm gonna lock all them. Okay. I have my preset. There's probably little things that I'm forgetting. The Serana Dialogue add-on, not the edit, but the add-on, I think, for those of you running it, that had an update. Um, I don't know. Let's see what else. What did I add? ELFX by itself. Because I know a lot of people were saying ELE added onto it was really, really dark interior, so I left that part off. And that's just so you guys are able to see at nighttime. But I will have like some type of light, quick light, or a travel lantern or something like that. I added footprints in. Enhanced blood textures is out, but better blood splatter is in. So I wasn't really concerned about the blood. I just don't want the little boxes to be there. So I moved it up and down the load order. I let Loot sort it. I sorted it myself manually. Um, I've come to the conclusion that sometimes it likes my load orders, sometimes it just doesn't. So that's probably a me issue. So I took it out. I figured like nobody wants to see the boxy blood, bloody snow, or on the ground in general. So better blood splatters is going to be fine. It's more about the combat anyway. Um, Still don't have his starting gear, and I do have to switch out alternate start for Skyrim Unbound because that's the one I'm going to be using to start. So, what else? What else? What else? Um, all my tree mods. What do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 17. I lied. Including the billboards, I have 17 tree mods. So I'm happy with it. Frame rate is really good, 57 to 59, so we don't really budge off too much. It should play well. Um, you'll probably see a slight dip in performance once I have a follower with me. Um, and depending on what else I do. So 17 including the LOD files, yeah. So it's not actually 17 mods. It's I think what 13 and then 4 separate LOD files, ones that aren't already built in. Like I said, Enhanced Vanilla Trees I was showing you guys before has the billboards built in, but then it's got the separate LOD file for the 3D LODs. So that's what you were seeing, like Skyrim, Whiterun, what's it called? Uh, Whiterun Borealis. So the trees that are all like massive, like in this area here, that's what that mod is. Um, and then tree replacers, it's crazy. So, quarter to 7 my time, guys. I'm probably gonna call it quits here for the day instead of having you guys stare at my desktop the entire time. I'm happy with the lighting and the weather. I'm happy Silent Horizon is, you know, I'm getting perfect atmosphere from that EMB. It does make the nights a little bit darker, but like I said, I'll probably be carrying torches. Or I'll be using the quick light lantern option. He's a snow elf. I'm trying to justify a way to think of how he's going to use, because he's not going to use a lot of magic. Excuse me. He will use some. But as you saw me put those first 2 perk points into two-handed and light armor, that's probably the way I'm going to go. I'm going to have a look through some of the mods to see some of the armors. I already know a few that stand out to me, and I have one in there that's, quote, end game gear. That'll be his final. And he's going to use spears, so he'll be two-handed. The spears classify as greatswords, so we'll be taking greatsword perks for the spears. How I have that combat set up, I'm going to add in Nemesis, deactivate fours, and I'm going to give it a test. And I'm going to play around with it for probably, the better part of tonight into tomorrow. Like I said, I'm not looking to rush the start of this play at all, because I am still writing out bits and pieces of story further down. I would like this to be a nice long play, something that everybody can get into. I have a lot invested in this character. For those of you who already know, this was a character I had on Xbox years ago. Well, 3 years ago, 2017. So, yes, technically years ago, but and he was a level 81 character. Did everything with, and wanted to bring him back, but I didn't have access to nearly, an eighth of the stuff that I have access to now. So I think I was only running like 140 to 142 mods on my Xbox, and it was, light graphical overhauls, really not a lot of edits. I wasn't even using JKs for the city. I was using a couple of Arthmore's town mods, stuff like that. Um, but mainly gameplay stuff and stuff with like the character was a little bit different too. He was more magically inclined. This guy's going to be a little less magically inclined. Um, and that character didn't have any followers at all. This character will utilize followers when it suits him. So, but yeah, a lot invested into it. So hopefully everything's you know set. I'm right at 430 mods. We're at 280. What 164 ESPs, 280 total, 98 ESLs. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Instead of me rambling, I'll let you guys go. If anything comes to mind, I'll post it up in Discord. But I'm gonna make an announcement either later tonight or tomorrow about something totally unrelated that only some of you know about. But I'll post it in Northern Kingdom and possibly in the Rangers server too. So nothing bad at all. Very, very good indeed. And I've been kind of thinking about that for the majority of today too. So, oh, you're welcome, Win. Anytime. You're welcome, Strudel. So I will see everybody in Discord. Enjoy your evenings. Have a good one. Bye.